Hello everyone and welcome back to an episode of City Bus Manager with me, Tops. Last episode we left off, we got to Wembley. We built some bus routes around Wembley, we've built the Willesden bus depot, obviously we've now filled that up completely, and we've added some extra routes in that go further afield. And yeah, I've just been busy doing things. I don't know if I unlocked or upgraded all of our bus stops and things. There's been quite a lot of stuff happening. I think those are those will probably be the hotel transfer orders, which is fine. It's completely fine. But we do need to do a lot of stuff today. If we have a look at statistics, we're not really growing many passengers. Obviously, with expanding the map, it just means our passenger numbers go lower, which is an interesting thing. Obviously, since growing the map, we've obviously dropped the passenger site, the network coverage a lot as well. With that being said, we've got quite a lot of passengers and buses running elsewhere. So I built the Tottenham depot. Now we're going to go into our depot. I believe I've hired all the staff. I've got no buses yet. I've hired all the staff, which are still on training till 8 o'clock this morning. And then I need to train them all again to make sure that they're going to be advanced, as well as obviously get buses in this depot. Now, with us being in the Tottenham area, I've got the actual Tottenham bus routes that go on this depot, which is the 41, the 123, the 149, the 243, the 259, the 318, and the 341. That's just the ones out of this Tottenham depot. I know there's a Wood Green depot, there's another one up here, another Tottenham depot, and then there's another depot down here. So I might try and merge some of the depots through as well, because I don't know if we're going to max out on depots soon, because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 depots right now. I think there's a maximum amount of depots we can have. And that might be a bit of an issue when it comes to, well, making sure we have all the routes on all the depots. Well, having all the routes mainly, because if we don't have all the depots, we still want to make sure we have all the routes operational, and then optimizing them as well as we can do. So if we have a look at our money that we came in yesterday, we got 4.4 million, same as yesterday. Obviously, we spent quite a lot of money on training. We spent over $1 million on buses. We spent 300,000. We spent a lot of construction as well for the depot. So we basically need to get the money coming in, get our people training, get buses in this depot. It is a Friday, so we will have an increase in passengers anyway. But with it being Friday, I want to get this Tottenham depot up and running for Monday. So it'll give us the weekend to make sure our staff are trained, we've got bus routes on. Hopefully we can have these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bus routes operational by the time it comes to Monday. And we'll go from there, basically, because obviously the more bus routes we have, the more money we'll have coming in, and the more we can then expand as well. We still haven't unlocked the full London area, which is absolutely wild. But yeah, we'll see what we can do. And yeah, I've got money coming in now, so I don't know how much we're going to need. We're going to have a look in the depot. How many people do we need to train up from all of our staff? So still people and novices. As soon as they go from novice to advanced, which is here, so that's 10. I think I've got enough money. So if we do 10 times 5 times 200, that's 3,000. That's 100,000. So I'll be able to do them all now. So let me get all these set up to train, all the ones that are not advanced yet. Get them all set to train. And then I'll bring you back when we're probably getting our first buses in this depot. And I'll also, while these are training, I'll probably even look at building the routes to start for Monday. So I'll be back in a few moments' time with all of that. And welcome back. So there's been a lot of stuff happening today. I'm just going to pause the game here. We've got buses running when I technically didn't want them running, but we've got buses running. We have the 141 bus route. We have the 243 bus route. We also have the 29 and the 341. I think that's everything. That's all the new bus routes that are operational from this Tottenham depot. That should technically start tomorrow, even though some have started today. But they're working, they're running, and they're all going to run tomorrow. So much so that they're all going to run Sunday. And if I just shuffle these over, I'm 3 buses away from them running all on Monday. So I thought I'd get all the long distance buses up and operational first to make sure they can all run on the weekend. They'll obviously all run on the weekday. And that means Sunday and possibly Monday, well, hopefully on Sunday, we'll have the buses to start planning more bus routes for the route. Now, some of the bus routes that I said before went up further north where I'm not able to actually do those bus routes. So the bus routes I have now that I'm going to add onto this depot would be the 41, the 123, not Vicstar this time, 318, and the W3, the W4, and the W6. Those are the extra bus routes I'm going to add on, hopefully for Monday. If not, it'll be some point in the week. We're on a Friday. We get a change in accommodations has come up for the weekend. I got another goal over here that we need to reach, being so many tours. We've got another one that we're nearly at the weekly ticket holders as well. If we go into the Tottenham depot, we've got 39 buses with one shy of 40, but we've got these all maxed out. They're all upgraded, and they're all either repairing or recharging or whatever. Apart from the odd ones that have come out of the bus depot. And yeah, I've actually, it's been a long time, it's been a while since I've recorded my last clip. Mainly because I've gone through every bus route and optimized it as much as I can do. Now, that means if the bus route is 60 minutes or just below 60 minutes, basically, if the bus route is 30 minutes, I've optimized it to make sure that the bus route runs every 30 minutes. If it runs up to 45 minutes, I've done it every 45 minutes or even every 40. I've even done 80 minutes. So it basically, when it comes to the evenings and the bus routes, if the bus route, you can divide it into 50s, if you can divide it into 25s, 30s, 40s, 45s, 50s, and then I think that's everything. So I've kind of optimized them all instead, and obviously an hour. So I've tried to optimize the bus routes as much as I can in those. There is some obviously bus routes that are like really low rated that have hardly got people on. Like over here, there's 3 bus routes that they run one every 90 minutes, and it's basically a 45-minute on one route, then it switches to another route to do a 45, switches to another route to do a 45, and then does the routes again, kind of thing. However it's set up, it might do a 30-minute, a 30-minute, a 30-minute, and then it's every 90. They're all set up, but yeah, I've optimized them as much as I can do to make sure that we're getting the maximum amount of bus routes per hour. And if there's a bus assigned to that route, so say I've had bus routes before where it's the bus basically is every 40 from end to end it's 45 minutes, but I set them to every 60. But that means there's going to be 2 bus routes. That means there's going to be 1 bus route on the depot, and that's fine. But I've had it where it's one end to another end. It's a 45-minute depot, 45 minutes from one end to the other end. But then I've set it on a 30-minute timer, meaning that obviously if it's every 30 minutes, that means there's 2 buses on that route. It's going to be on that route. If the bus isn't getting that many passengers on, then I've just turned the times down to. If the bus is getting, it was in heavy usage, I did it about midday. So if it was in a heavy use bus route, I shuffled it so the 2 bus routes basically go end to end, end to end. If it was a bus route that was that was hardly that many people on it, I just shuffled it back to every 40 minutes or every 45 or whatever was the nearest number to do so. But we got a new bus transfer order as well, so we are currently up to 187 bus routes currently operational, including the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 transfer orders. So yeah, we've got quite a lot of bus routes on, and obviously we need to keep on the Tottenham Greenwood area bus routes that we're going to be implementing over the weekend. So, like I say, I'm going to let this game play for a little bit more, get through possibly Saturday with all these bus routes and see where we are at the end of Saturday. Possibly implementing more buses for Sunday, and obviously then for Monday as well. So yeah, I'll bring you back in a few moments' time when we are coming up to the end of Saturday with obviously an update for what's going on with Sunday and possibly Monday, and see where we are statistics wise. And go from there. And we are back. So we're coming up to the end of the Saturday. We finished up one of the tasks, and we've actually got a new goal to carry so many passengers in one day. We should hit that Monday with no issues. As you can tell, we've kind of been busy with adding new routes. We're going to go through the bus route, the buses, and go through and just show you which ones I've added in, which is the W3, which goes past Tottenham Stadium and down to Wells Terrace bus station. We then have, if I can remember, the 29 obviously was one that we've added in already. The 41 is a new one that I've added in that was running today, which is from Archway Station to Tottenham Hale bus station. The nice little route there. The 1, 2, 3 we finally added in with from Wood Green all the way down to Ilford. That's a nice little long route there. We've added in the 158, which goes all the way from it goes from Chingford Mount all the way down to Stratford, which is another nice little bus route. I say little, it's quite a long one. I've been adding in the long bus routes as I can. I believe I've got a handful that I've got so far that I want to add in at some point as well. We've got the 319, which is from the Middlesex Hospital to Rookwood Road, so it kind of just goes through Tottenham, which is not bad. And I think that's everything that we've added in so far. Now I've got the W4, the W6, hopefully the 1976 and 254, which will be the last routes that I add onto this depot. But we currently have 65 buses, and with that I've got 35 buses left. So adding those extra bus routes should work, hopefully. But for the time being, statistics-wise, money coming in, we've made 4 million. We're coming up to the end of the day, and I just wanted to give you a roundup on how we have done today with what we've got coming in. Obviously, having these extra new bus routes in have been very well and done very well. If we go into our schedules, we've got everything scheduled for tomorrow. But when it comes to Monday, the Tottenham depot is missing 3 routes, which, like I say, I can get those buses in, no doubt, on Sunday, and we can go through and get all that done. But yeah, we're just adding in bus routes after bus routes and expanding on what we currently have, and it's just literally, I think I get to like 366,000. I then buy 5 buses, either the new or used, whichever ones. If there's used available, I'll buy used buses, and then I'll fill them up with brand new ones. Obviously paint them, number them, all that good stuff, and just keep going through that way. But as you can see, literally in real time as I'm talking, these are chugging along. When it gets towards the end of the day, when I've started scheduling stuff for tomorrow with new bus routes and all that, it starts to chug quite a lot. I've been recording this episode for probably 12 hours total of just playing the game to get through 2 days. So it does take its time to get through each day. And like I said, I've got 5 more bus routes that I want to add onto this bus depot. And it's just going to take a lot more time. Now, we're coming up to midnight. We're going to go out to Sunday. I want to finish up Sunday in this episode with hopefully those extra busters on. If not, we'll definitely be getting them added on Monday, and that'll end up being the next episode. So I'll bring you back when we come up to the end of Sunday, and well, we'll see where we are with everything then, and hopefully we'll have a full depot from start to finish in the matter of a weekend. Yeah, I'll bring you back in a few moments' time. And we are back. So I have done a few extra bus routes so far. We've only done we've only done two more. The W4 being from here up to there, and I think did we do the W3 as well? Might have been a new bus route today as well. I was going to add the W6, but I realised I can't actually add the W6 in because it's actually above this area here, and we haven't unlocked this area at all yet. However, everything is scheduled for tomorrow, so we have no issues with them. Like I say, we've got the 19. Double checking, can we actually do the 19? Yeah, so we've got the 19, the 76, and the 254 that I want to get implemented as the last three bus routes, but I can't do that today because I don't have enough for them to actually operate for tomorrow. But we've got 70 buses so far. We've got 30 more to get. We'll definitely be able to get these three extra bus routes in. I've kind of merged the Woodland, Wood Green, and the 4 maybe Tottenham depots together. There's one over here as well. So there's a few bus depots that I've kind of merged together at the moment into the one big depot. But yeah, if we have a look at our money or statistics for yesterday, if it'll let me while the game's playing, it won't. So we only had 1.5, nearly 1.6 million people yesterday. Not good. We had just shy of 4 million as well coming through with just shy of 2 million profit. Investment wise, we've obviously put a lot in the new buses, which you can obviously see, and bus stop upgrades. Bus equipment, I don't know what the bus equipment upgrades. Oh yeah, so we've had a few bus repairs as well. Ticket wise, I think I've not mentioned that I re-went over some of the ticket routes. I've done it £2, £3, £6, £24.50, and £25 for a sightseeing day ticket. People have actually been purchasing them. They've been doing well. We've nearly got a route here that's got over 1 million in a week, which is crazy. This one as well was going really high numbers as well. So it's just wild with what we do. Obviously, we've got the hotel transfer orders to sort out for tomorrow. That's no issue at all because it all goes on tourist buses. Today was actually the first tourist bus route, though, that needed 2 buses for 2 routes. So obviously there's 88 can fit on one of the double-decker open-top routes, which we use for these. And obviously we had 121 on there and 92 on there, so we definitely needed 2 buses for those, which was just wild that we needed 2 buses for them. But yeah, there's so much that we're doing here that there's needs a lot more bus routes. We've got East Finley, Harrow, Edgware. There might be an Edgware depot that I can unlock next episode and can cover the rest of this area. Obviously, we've got the Walshamstow area here as well, and all this over here. There's so many more areas that need just coverage. Obviously, there's the outskirts of everything just doesn't have that much coverage. And obviously, we've got all this down here to do as well because we unlocked this last episode. There was someone that added a bus route that went up this way that told me about in the comments, but I've not implemented that yet just because we've not got a bus depot that can utilise it, to be honest. Yeah, we're just basically running the bus routes as we do. We're on day 126 in this current map that we're playing through, being London, and we're going to be coming towards an end soon because I think we're going to hit our limit on bus depots, but we'll try and we'll do what we can. Obviously, this episode in itself has taken me way over 12 hours in total, from start to finish, from start of the recording to the end of recording, just to get through Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and add all the buses and the depots and all that as well. We're nearly even hitting the part to get another bus at the end of the day. So if we get another 100,000 by the end of the day, we're going to get another bus route. We're about to get our tourist buses coming through in a second. There we go. So any of these orders, so we've still got we've still got 2 orders that are going to utilize 2 buses, which is wild. Think about. But yeah, I'm going to get all these sorted. I'm going to let the game carry on playing, and I'm going to bring you back in the next episode for the finishing off of the Tottenham depot and moving over to another depot. So thank you so much for watching this episode. These episodes have started getting a lot smaller, but hopefully just the limitations of how long it takes to make them. But hopefully you have enjoyed the episodes, so that even though they are compact. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. If you've enjoyed this episode, leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And with that all being said, hope you have a great rest of your day. I will see you next time for the next video.